Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like. Where's the fun in doing what you're told? But I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. So call me whenever, 'cause a night like this, it never gets old. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out singing like. So baby, come and take my hand tonight, and know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la.
Hi everyone.
What up, party people?
I pull this a little closer. My mic's a little far.
What's going on, party people?
Hi everybody. Happy Sunday to everyone.
Happy Sunday.
We're so good to see you guys again. Waiting for everything to catch up so we can check out the audio levels, but everything looks good on my end, so we
Yeah.
should be good to go.
It's most likely going to be good, but we'll
Bum,
wait till it
bum,
goes
party
through.
like, dun, 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 party like. I absolutely love that song. So good. It's so great to see you all today. Hope you guys had a great week and you're having a great weekend, a great end to your weekend. We have missed you.
We have missed you. This is actually our favorite time of the week. The rest
It
of the
really
week,
is.
the rest of the week pales in comparison.
It does. It does. This is the best time. So let's do a rundown of everybody in the house, or at least as many as people as we can.
Sarah Phillips says she loves the new fall theme.
Oh, yeah.
Stephanie designed that today.
Happy fall! Happy fall, everyone. It's fall. This is my absolute favorite season. We don't really get fall.
We do not get fall. We get hot and hotter.
We don't
That's
get fall
it.
here. We get a little bit of cold, but it's usually like one day. So this is to celebrate fall. We had the reason I did the big change today is we have a big announcement. We have a big travel announcement coming up. Stick with us when we get to our travel update. We have so much to tell you. This is going to be a jam-packed tea time today. But
Yeah.
first, let's see who's in the house. Who's here? All right. Hello, Penny, Justin, Linda, October, Allison, and Madison. Hi, Madison. Daniel, Anastasia, Travels with Cheryl and Ed, Air Force Les, Anthony, Misty, Karen, Heather, Sheila, Ella, Melissa, let's see, Sonia, Joe, Margaret. If I miss you, I'm so sorry. Patricia, Tazar Travel, Darren, Jill, Daniel. I can't, my glasses are like, I can't see. Lisa, Barbara, Emma's in the house. Hi, Emma.
Emma.
I hope your paint by number's going good. Emma's doing a paint by number right now. Mike, Peter, Fran, Christina. Hello to everybody. Isabel, Deb.
We try to get everybody.
We try to get everybody.
There's a lot today.
Jen, ARC Adventures. Hi, guys. Laura. I think I got everybody. Alien Brian. Hello, everyone. I think I have everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. DLW. Hello from Connecticut. Diane and John. Hello to you as well. You have a snowman? Is it snowing?
That's awesome.
Is it snowing there?
Oh, thank you, Becky Johnson.
Yeah.
Do not sing the other song. There we go. That's a nice fake generic stock footage royalty-free track. I appreciate it.
Woot!
Woot.
Oh my goodness. Do you have snow in the UK? Is it snowing, Emma? Because that would be amazing. I want to see snow so bad. Sean and I are trying to plan a winter, someplace to go wintry.
Something cold.
So we can have some snow. We haven't seen snow in a very, 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 very long time. Very long time.
Thank you, Heather Forrester.
Another one. Ooh, you haven't seen our new graphics.
I haven't.
Check
This
out
is
that.
crazy. We got stuff falling from the sky. We got text at the bottom of the screen. We got the lights going. What more do you want? A hamburger? This is crazy. Stephanie has been busy today.
Thanks so much, Heather, for your super chat. And who else was that? Becky, thank you so much. We love you guys so much. And then there's all my new decorations.
You know what's funny is you teach Steph just a few little tricks in After Effects, and then you go to sleep and you wake up and she's like, I've changed a few things. Okay.
Hi, Shelly, Thomas, JUC Smiles. It's not snowing, but it's cold. Electric blanket.
I blew up my electric blanket.
Yeah, so Sean's electric blanket, which is amazing.
It was amazing. Now it's just a
now
blanket.
Now it's a hunk of junk.
Now it's just a blanket with cords in it.
Now it's a hunk of junk. We have to send it back to get the warranty because he hasn't had it for very long. Sarah, we just might do that. We so want to see snow. Actually, I think that's the last time we saw snow. We lived in Columbus for a year. And I think that's the very last time.
That was Columbus and Nashville were my two experiences with snow, and both times I fell and hit my head. So not a fan of working in snow, but certainly want to see it. Just hang out in it.
Like in a hot tub.
Drive by. Oh yeah, sit in a hot tub while it's snowing.
Let me get a hot tub.
I'll do that. I like the way you think.
Watch it snow while we're hot. Be like, no sweat, like we do usually here.
Warren Child says, hey, Sean, I hope you get better, homie. God bless. Thank you. I hope so, too. We're in a huge fight right now. Things are looking better, but still definitely climbing up that mountain.
Yeah. But we're getting there. We have a whole bunch of health update stuff to go over, too. But first, before we get started, let's raise our glasses to our
tea time, y'all.
Online family. Here's to another great week. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope the next week is just as good or even better as this week.
Better-o.
So cheers to you all. Thank you for coming today. We love you all.
We love you all.
Okay, cheers.
Shauna Steph, did you not see snow in Norway? No, we did not see snow in Norway.
No, actually, we were the fools that had the coats on when everybody else was in shorts.
Yeah, but it wasn't shorts weather by Floridian.
But it wasn't snow weather. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. So, yeah, we were ask Emma about our crazy attire in England.
Evelyn Milan says, go to Colorado. We love Colorado. I spent one of my birthdays there recently. Was it 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Before we were getting into cruising, we spent a week in Colorado. It was lovely.
Yes, so we really do love Colorado a lot.
Oh, super chat time. From Allison.
Allison and Madison.
Woo woo, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. You're making the dance.
Sonia says,
like
pinkies
this.
up. That's right.
Wait till we see the fall foliage.
It's fantastic.
It has a bit of a delay, but I love it. It's kind of like you get 2 cheers.
Mary Ellen Dillon said, I thought you lived in Nashville and I saw Steph's Ravenwood sweatshirt. We have lived in a lot of places. We lived in Murfreesboro in Nashville. We lived in Laverne in Nashville. We lived in Columbus. We lived Central California, a couple places. We lived Southern California, a couple places. All over Florida, for crying out loud. We've had 50 places in Florida. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I did teach at Ravenwood. I taught biology and art.
Oh,
and then I started dancing
thank you,
again.
Angela Payne. Woo!
Thank you so much, Angela. I love the graphics. Thank
And
you.
the fall effect. Look at you getting love for your effects.
Yay! Do, dancing for you.
Anthony
Thank you
Simone
so,
says,
so
what kind of
much.
tea are you drinking? I'm drinking Imodium AD.
Actually, that is your drink of choice.
That's exactly what I'm drinking right now. Stephanie's drinking...
I'm drinking coffee because I have a lot of work to do after this. So I'm going high octane.
That's true.
The tea just not cutting it today. Got to have another cup of Joe.
No, we really did not see snow in Norway. Not lying. You can see our videos and our photos. There was no snow except for the tippity top of the glaciers and the mountains, but there was no snow anywhere.
We did see snow on the mountains, but not on the ground, and it wasn't falling. And Heather lives in Murfreesboro.
Heather Forster said, where in Central Cali did we live? What was the name of?
Paso Robles.
Paso Robles.
Paso Robles.
So, yes. All I remember is they were very snobby about their wine. They would say that, what was it?
Auto parts are from Napa. Wine is from Paso.
Yeah, there you go. Oof.
They were a little snobby.
That line that's like dropping a grenade and running out there. It's just amazing. There's just people just get crazy.
Yeah, we actually really liked it. They had an In-N-Out. We would drive an hour to a Tascadero, which is an hour from our house in Paso, just to get in and out.
Just to get in and out. It would be like a 2-hour journey, all of a sudden done, and it was like, and every time Steph would be like, worth it.
So worth it. Oh, see, San Luis Obispo. That's where, well, that's close to where the In-N-Out is.
That's where it is, yeah, basically.
A Tascadero. I always like to say
Land
that
of the
word.
grapes, yes. They have cool grapes until Steph found out that there were live spiders in them and then never once ate a grape again.
Did you know that if you, like, when you put fruit in refrigeration, it kills all of any kind of life that's in them, and then you could possibly eat a grape that has a spider in it? When I found that out, first of all, if you have a chance to eat grapes that are from a vineyard, off the vine, they are divine. Absolutely divine. I never did have a spider in my grape, but somebody told me once that I could have a spider in my grape. I was like, I'm done. And there's the thing,
thank you, Jen Pendon. Woo,
thank
super
you, Jen.
chat. Super
Feel
chat.
like pumpkin carving. Yes. Well, that'd be really fun.
Where have you lived in Southern California? I lived in Hollywood, North Hollywood, the Valley. I lived everywhere. I worked in Hollywood for over 15 years, so I had many addresses. I worked on shows like Charmed and Roswell and Ally McBeal, and I did a bunch of stuff. So every year I moved because rent's outrageous. Oh, Pam Ross. Oh, you both looking great. Loving the daily vlogs. Thank you.
Thank
wow.
you so
Your animation's
much.
getting a
Look
workout.
at that. Look at all the leaves. I love it.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jen. Pam, thank you very much. We absolutely love spending time with you guys. This is
our favorite time
of the week. You guys make us happy and make us look, that's why we look so good, because we're here happy with you guys.
Have you ever traveled
Thailand.
in Canada?
Oh,
we went to Victoria, and we definitely want to go all over Canada. Canada is on the map, but the only place we've been was whale watching in Victoria.
Which was beautiful.
It was stunning.
I have to say hi to John from Thailand. That's amazing.
John from
Hello.
Thailand. What up?
Hello
Thailand.
from Thailand. Yeah, we went to Victoria, and we did the best whale watching. They have the best orcas there. They have they're resident orcas, so they live outside of Victoria. They have traveling ones that come through, but they have pods that live there. And so if you're there, it's cat. So if you're in Victoria, definitely try that out. It's so fun.
Everyone's saying Vegas is awesome. When I first moved Stephanie to California and she realized how close Vegas was a short 4-hour drive from where we were. We went every weekend. She would go online and find all the crazy rates. Where it's like, I found a room for $29 a night, and guess where we're staying this weekend? I'm like, gee, let me guess.
Totally did.
She became obsesto. So.
And we're not gamblers.
We're not gamblers.
But we go and look at the hotels,
the design and the
food.
architecture, and like all the animation, like the big billboards and stuff. We do stuff like that. We do big giant animation, so we love seeing design and animation, and all the latest monorails and all engineering, and it's fun.
And the food.
And the food. The food is fantastic. Stephanie had a ridiculous $300 birthday dinner, but it was worth every penny.
I did. We ate it. If you've been to Vegas, we ate at the Nine Fine Irish. No, that's not right. Nope. What's it called? It's in New York, New York.
Yeah, it's I forget. It's a big steakhouse in New York.
Steakhouse there. It's.
Will you go to Vegas again? We will absolutely go to Vegas again. Took my brother for his 21st birthday. We did not vlog that because that would have been inappropriate. But we would totally go to Vegas and vlog it. Part of the road trip, part of the bucket list thing for me. Is I want to travel as much as possible and make as many vlogs as possible. So Vegas will obviously pop up at some point in time. But the next place that's popping up isn't Vegas, but it's really cool.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the travel.
Oh,
And the lights are flashing.
Santiago.
La, la, la. Thank you so much, Michaela. Appreciate that. So happy to see you both smiling and happy. Thank you so much. Ready to watch those leaves fall. They're coming.
Heather, we don't either, but like Cirque has the most amazing shows, and if you're really into design and engineering, it's the closest. Vegas is the closest thing you're gonna find to maybe like Dubai. I mean, maybe New York City's newest skyscrapers are doing something relatively cool, but Vegas is pretty much the only city in my mind in the United States that's really kind of pushing forward, like you see over in the UAE and whatnot. So.
Yep. And Mary Ellen, yeah, there is a Nine Fine Irishman. We've spent many a night there. And then, but that wasn't where the steak is. I always just remember that of New York, is because we've spent a lot of time there. We like Guinness.
Oh, yes. Guinness was good.
Good night, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's late in the UK. Have a good day tomorrow. Have a great, 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 great day. All right. So, everybody's here. You want to get into some of our health updates?
Let's do it. You the boss. I literally just work here.
Here we go. Let's do it. We have a health update coming at you right now.
Yeah, we do.
Whoop.
Fancy.
Health update. Da-da-da, da-da-da. We're back on Family Feud. We have some serious updates. VIP family already knows about all of this, but big news that happened this week. And do you want me to share? You want to share?
Nope. I have no idea what you're talking about, so you go ahead and
Yes,
share.
you do.
No, I really don't.
Yes, you really do.
I'm never involved.
You are involved. Sean was officially taken off the clinical study
Okay, with that part I'm involved.
this week, which was huge. Not for anything bad. This is all good stuff. The doctors want to have options. So when you're on a clinical trial, you are bound by the clinical trial. So you can't deviate. They can't try things. They can't experiment with different drugs. The doctors feel like Sean has progressed positively enough that he can come off the trial. He is on the standard care of the chemo that he's currently taking. So he's not taking any extra drugs. He didn't get on the special extra uber Spider-Man-y, that kind of chemo. He didn't get that chemo. But so if he needed that chemo, he can get it off the study. But because he's off the study now, we can look at maybe finding some things that are a little less invasive as far as the chemo intensity. If you're not aware, the chemo that Sean is on is the absolute most intense chemotherapy on the market for any cancer. And
it comes with all the extreme side effects, all of them.
Yeah, so we are hoping that, depending on what the doctors say this week, we are hoping that there'll be a less invasive therapy. If it's still chemotherapy, that's fine. It's up to the doctors. But it's really, really good news that Sean is off the study and he can pursue other avenues with the doctors. I think there's a hair tickling my nose. It's like coming down my face. Sorry.
The crazy is real, ladies and gentlemen.
So we're really, really excited. We wanted to announce it, but I wanted to announce it face to face with you guys first before we announce it in writing, because there are a lot of questions about it. Like, is it good? Is it bad? We don't have any answers, and that's why we waited to this for the live stream. It is really exciting. We don't know what's coming, though. Nope. So it could be the exact same.
Could be more of the same. It really could be, at least for a while.
And we don't know. But we go up on Tuesday this week for a CT scan. We have CT scan, and it's very funny. So I think there might be somebody watching our shows because the doctor asked for our blood tests to not be so early.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're not getting 6:05 a.m. blood tests anymore.
We have an 8 o'clock appointment on
nice.
Wednesday.
Love that.
We have actually Sean's getting his blood work done on Tuesday with his CT scan. So if that's happening, thank you very much. We get to sleep in.
Or at least wake up at a normal hour, not 2 a.m.
Yes, I'm really happy about that. So 8 o'clock, we can do an 8 o'clock appointment. That's like nothing.
Chill with that.
That's like super easy. But we are really excited, and when we know more information, we of course will tell you all this.
Yeah, we really don't have anything
We don't
other
know
than
anything.
that. Other than that it's not going to be the same, but could very much be the same. That's all we really know. Right now the goal is to get the antigens down as close to 30 as possible, shrink those tumors down, and make this volcano that's inside me at least dormant.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking for.
So we're trying to get the GI issues. They're a little better, but they're not great. It's not something like Sean we have to plan out bathrooms on no matter where we go. And that's okay. We're hoping that will start to lessen, and maybe there's another therapy that Sean can go on. So when we find actually we'll know more when the CT scan shows exactly where I have the hair where Sean's CT scan is for his tumors, and then once we know that, then it should be good. But it's really good news. It was huge this week. And it was really stressful, wasn't it, to make that decision?
Yeah, and it was kind of made without me. I mean, I was there, but not there. The final decision and the conversation happened while I was asleep. So when I woke up, we're like, all right, this is happening. I'm like, oh. But yeah, it is scary because it's only scary because it's something new. The current cycle that we're on isn't helping, hurting, doing anything. So leaving it isn't helping, hurting, doing anything. It's just really like the prime opportunity to make a move. But for whatever reason, when you start making change after you've done something for 11 times in a row, which over 6 or 8 months, it feels scary. It's like, oh, what's going to happen?
So scary.
My biggest worry is they're going to do one thing and then my number's going to go through the roof. Who knows?
It's like taking the training wheels off of your bike and then someone pushing you out. And if you fall, it's okay. So if Sean's numbers go up or go down, hold that thought.
Sarah Phillips.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Making them blink.
Making them blink. Thank you, Sarah. I'm so happy to hear this. You look amazing, Sean. You really do look really good.
Yeah, some people are saying I've gained weight. It's funny. I'm actually at the lowest weight I've ever been in my entire life. I don't know if it's the light or the beard, but thank you for saying I look like I've gained weight. I'm actually in a little bit of a scary zone right now. I'm at 153.5, which is not where I want to be. But thank you for saying I look good. I feel better. I always feel better with you all, with my cruise family around and my baby girl around.
But back to the health stuff. Thank you so much, Sarah. We are excited, but it really is like going out into no man's zone. But like I was saying, if you fall, if Sean's numbers go back up, Ella, I think you asked what his antigen numbers are. There at 54. I am so sorry. I forgot to post them. We've been doing the daily vlogging now and trying to maneuver all that stuff plus the work I was doing. I forgot to post. So 2 cycles ago, Sean's numbers, we'll say 3 cycles ago, Sean's antigen numbers were down to 52. That was when he was off chemo for 5 weeks. And then when he got tested for the antigens the next time, they went back up to 74. But they were back down to 54 last cycle. So the doctors say the chemo's doing what they're doing, what it's supposed to do, and it's taking those numbers down. So we're really hoping those CT scans show lots of dormant or non-existent tumors. That's what we're hoping. So yeah, that's our big health update.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good as could be. I've been vomiting a lot, throwing up a lot, been not sleeping very often. I work mostly at night now, or like crazy hours. During the day, I basically sleep on the couch in front of Stephanie's desk, which is kind of reminiscent to how we started our lives back when I started our company. She put a bed in my office so she could spend time with me, and now it's the other way around. I just sleep on the couch right next to where Stephanie works just so I can be near her. The cats love it too. They love to use my head to walk on my head to go get to Steph.
And Justin, what I was saying about Justin said, don't say that the first time I rode without my training wheels, I took a bite out of the curb. But that's what I'm saying. This going off of this regimen, if that's the decision, it may have the antigen numbers going back up. If that happens and we fall off the bike, then we get back on the bike and take this chemo. And right now it's working. So
from what we understand, we can go back to what was been working anytime we want to.
Yeah. So it's it is like riding a bike without the training wheels. It's about the only way I can describe it. And that anxious feeling of going in on Tuesday, it'll be an anxious day to get the CT scan, to know what's next and talk to the doctors. But it's exciting too. It's a good anxious, I guess, right? Yeah.
Heather Forster said, what are we thinking for the Val renewal cruise next year? What kind of ship? Obviously out of Port Canaveral. We're definitely looking at something out of Port Canaveral. Don't know what would be sailing out of Port Canaveral, and I believe you said you were looking at a year out?
I think if cruising starts back up, let's just say cruising starts up next month, which it has the possibility of doing. If it started, then we want to see how it goes. We want to see what things happen. If it does, then we'll probably have our cruise a year from now-ish, like October. It'd probably be in October. And that gives us a year and to plan and everything else that goes with all of that craziness. We have some things that we've talked about, Sean and I have talked about privately, but we'll get all that out, contact the right people and all that stuff. So I'm guessing it'll be a year from now, be next October.
There will be plenty of time to make a decision. It's not going to be like, yo, what you doing next week? 'Cause cruise. No, we will absolutely give all the forward information that we can. We would love for every single one of you to do it. I think it would be really infinitely more special if our cruise family was part of this. Mm-hmm. Like I said before, Stephanie and I never had a wedding. We just eloped. So it would be kind of cool.
Yes, but we're looking forward to it. Justin, that is a great cruise. He's cruising out of Miami to go into ABCs. Unfortunately, I don't want to push it. I don't want to say that because I have all the faith in the world that Sean's going to be here for the next 10 years. But the numbers don't say that. And I want to experience as much as we can in the next year.
So let's just be brutally honest with one another. I love you all. You're my family. Some people don't understand what's going on. Because they've either known people who have survived or they know people who use certain phrases about cancer. Cancer does not go away. That's just God's honest, hard truth. I don't mean to be mean to anybody, to upset anyone's day, but Rob Slevin. Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you very much. Oh, he has a question. Sean, would you be able to take the vaccine while still on chemo? We'll answer that as soon as Sean's finished.
Yeah, so cancer itself is a mutation of your own body. It's your body reacting to something it feels is going wrong, right? So if cancer were to be cured, you'd have to come up with an individual cure for every single person who has cancer because all their cancers are slightly different, right? That's why you go on chemotherapy and they're like big shotguns. Chemo is a big shotgun. It hits everything as hard as it can, as many times as it can in a huge spray pattern, which means you're getting the good stuff and the bad stuff when you do chemo. So the problem with chemo in general is it's a race to the bottom. At some point, I'm going to do more damage to the good stuff than I am to the bad stuff. And so right now, that's it. It's just being cognitive in this race. But so the best way to look at cancer is that you have a volcano in you. You can go visit volcanoes right now that they claim to be dormant, right? There's no such thing as an extinct volcano. That's also a lie. They're all dormant. They just call extinct volcanoes extinct because they haven't erupted in however many years. But I mean, did you expect murder hornets and everything else that's happening? No. So perhaps maybe a dormant volcano could not be dormant once again, Hi, Megan Lynch. I'm sorry for my sarcasm, but I know Justin out there gets me. So at least one person out there understands my sarcasm.
Megan says for Ship Snacks. Yay!
Thank you for the Ship Snacks, Megan.
Snacks.
Woo! I love making
so
those lights blink. But yeah, so the thing is, like Stephanie was saying, we don't know if I have 5 minutes or 5 years. That's not something you say to get people to feel bad for you or whatever. That's the God's honest truth. In my paperwork, the day I was diagnosed, it says terminal. I am written in piece of paper that I am going to die, right? It's okay. Steph and I are going to fight that. We're going to beat that because we're actually further along than initially they thought I was going to be.
Yeah, they didn't expect Sean to live 30 days.
No, I was told I was going to die right then and there, basically. Dead man walking, I'm a zombie, basically. They were actually kind of rude about it because when the numbers came in, they were so ignorantly high. They were just like, well, there's no helping you.
If you didn't know where we started, Emma was talking about the numbers, how far they've come. We started at 29,000. Almost close to 30,000 is where it was.
And again, healthy is 35.
Yeah, 35, not 35,000.
Not 35,000.
35. Sean is now went from 29,000 and some change to right now he's at 52. I think 52.
52.
So yes, it is reality. It's just a reality that we live with. So,
but we're open and honest with you because you really are our cruise fam. You really are our online fam. So, if I'm here for another 5 years, you guys aren't like, hey, what the heck? That's great. But if I'm not, that's why we do all these daily vlogs and everything else. The vlog is a legitimate living love letter from me to Stephanie. And we're getting close to 200 vlogs.
I know, I'm so excited.
Whoa.
It's gonna have to have a party or something like cake, like ice cream cake. I'm just saying. Everything,
all roads lead to cake, everybody.
Ice cream cake. Not just any cake. Ice cream cake.
Did you guys report that doctor? There's nothing to report. We got a second opinion. I was dying.
Yeah,
and
the numbers were correct.
So that's why we went to Mayo. We got a little bit of flack about not just going to just some regular doctor that was covered under my cancer, but I was literally told I have seconds to live. So you don't go to Bob's Tire Company, when you're looking for the best of the best. I needed a world-class NASA pit crew, and that's what happens when you go to places like Mayo and other places. I walk in, and they're just like, sit down, and you hear, bzz, bzz, bzz. They're like, they instantly know, Sean's about to throw up. Gotcha, and they're just like, they're on it. They know before you know. When you're like, oh, hey, I've been having stomach problems, boom. They have a line list of things, and we're going to try all these things, and, the other hospital is just like, yeah, well, you may or may not get to chemo, but, make your peace with your God. And like, we're not going to stay with a place that doesn't have any faith, right? So, which is funny because it was a religious hospital. But more sarcasm for you, Justin. But yeah, right now there is no documentation. Most people my age don't have this disease, and most people who have this disease don't live this long. So I got Ruth Bader Ginsburg to look forward to. That was awesome. She lived a nice long time. Who else?
There's been a bunch of
what's his name though?
too.
Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
We don't get religious with anyone. Your religious affiliations are we don't that you are what you believe in. But Sean and I believe that no one knows the future. There's only one person that knows, or one thing that knows. And I'm going to say that with ice cream cake.
Woo! Ice cream
Thank you.
cake.
Celebrate Turner. Thank you so much, Angela. Yay! Yes. So we're not in charge of that, and it is hard sometimes to think about death and think about Sean dying, and it gets me very emotional most of the time. But it's
okay to be emotional
reality.
when your spouse is fighting a life-threatening disease.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be emotional. Somebody got really, really nasty with Stef, and I think you'll see that in one of our upcoming vlogs. I don't remember. I've cut so many vlogs.
It hasn't
I don't
released
remember
yet,
which one.
but it's going to be released.
It's released to
tomorrow.
the VIP family. They've seen, but somebody decided to basically call Stef every name in the book and call her crazy. It's like she's allowed to cry, and that doesn't make you crazy for being sad that I might not be here. We made a vow till death do us part. We made a vow that we want to spend the rest of our lives with one another. And when you find out that's being cut short and you actually enjoy the time and company spent with your spouse, it's just like, whoa, wait a second, pump the brakes.
I get a little feisty on the next video because we've been getting some. It comes with the territory when you post and put yourself out there publicly. But I had something to say about it.
Fran says, has surgery been an option? No, I'm marked non-surgical, but all it takes is a rigorous doctor and a surgeon to say, who cares what's written in the paperwork. But right now, in the paperwork, it does say terminal and inoperable. So
that's right.
That's all it says.
We just go day by day. Like Ella posted, we don't know when we're all gonna
here we go.
leave,
Heather
so.
saw it. Heather's part of our VIP family. She saw the vlog. She said, that vlog pissed me off. Who in the world would dare say such crazy things to Stef? Oh boy, I could fill a spreadsheet full of people who have decided to attack Stef. A lot of it's misogyny. A lot of it's misogyny. It's just out of control nonsense. But,
a lot of it feels like 1960s, like women you have to hide all of your emotions.
Women doctors? What? That's preposterous.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. So what made you go to the doctors? Actually, that's a good question, Fiona. And it's a crazy story. So Sean was having chest pain, and he was having a little bit of abdominal pain, but he was like, oh, it's just bad food, and we put it off for a weekend. He went to work. We went to work at Disney. And he was sitting there at his desk, and he's like, I think he told his producer, I think I'm having a heart attack. I think my heart, something's wrong with my heart. The producer comes into me and comes and tells me, he's like, oh my gosh, I think something's wrong with Sean's heart. And so I was like, okay. So I run over to Sean. He's like, we're going to the ER right now. Sean's having a heart attack. So we went over to the ER, and they rushed him right in, did all of the tests for the heart attack markers or what all that stuff is. Everything came back negative. So Sean went and got a CT scan, and they just happened to make it an inch too low. So I guess wherever they're supposed to do it.
Hang on, we're frozen. There we go. Now we're back. We're back. Sorry, Spectrum. We froze.
Okay, so the CT scan was down an inch. Just an inch off.
On accident. And it just showed the very top of Sean's pancreas. And they said, that's an odd blurb there. So they're like, let's do another CT scan, but let's do an abdomen CT scan. And when they did, that's when they found the cancer. And it was just so grace of God, seriously, for Sean to have that heart, because he never would have gone to the hospital had he not had a heart issue. I'm pretty stubborn about going to the hospital.
So that heart feeling, and it was just all anxiety, which it didn't have anything to do with anything, doesn't have anything to do with pancreatic cancer or anything like that. So whatever gave him that heart feeling made him get to the ER to find the cancer, and that's where we are now. So they did find the cancer in liver, lungs, and his pancreas. So that's also why
why I'm stage 4.
Yeah, that's also why I'm eligible for surgery.
Yeah. And they mean that by
That was a
like
good
once
story.
it's spread, and once you take the pancreas out, it's still in my liver and it's still in my intestines, so it wouldn't matter. You'd have to take out my pancreas, my liver, my intestines, and everything else, and I don't think you can do that.
Having some serious issues
Yeah, we are.
with the lags. That is not us. That is
Spectrum.
Spectrum.
Yeah.
I have nothing else open.
Yeah, there's nothing to.
Where were we?
Yeah, we're okay.
Maintain smooth situation.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the cable. There's literally nothing we can do about it.
You want to just type that in the old chatty?
What would you like me to say? They can hear us, honey. God.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, they can. If you can read the chat, you can notice that they're
Okay.
responding to you as you're like, man, I hope they can hear you. Yeah.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So we are good, but yeah, our cable is. They do this to us.
Would a
all the time.
colonoscopy have caught my cancer earlier? No, because this stemmed from my pancreas. So
Yeah. So, but we're gonna leave a little bit of sad news and go to some good news because we have some travel updates, and this is a really exciting travel update.
yes, we've got some great happy news.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Here it comes. Are you ready for the most exciting thing of all time?
Dum, dum, dum.
Dun, dun, dun. Ba-da! We got sponsored for another amazing trip by Brittany Watson and her company, Your Perfect Getaway by Brittany Watson.
Oh yeah.
We are so excited about this. Brittany is sponsoring this entire trip for us. And where are we going? I bet you're asking. We are going here. We're going to
Bum, bum, bum,
Gatlinburg.
to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and everything else around it.
So
Ooh, yeah.
excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be chilly and the leaves are going to be changing. And we have this cabin.
Yeah, you lost me
right
at this cabin.
Here.
Ooh, to the we. This cabin is something that is just.
Look at those rocking chairs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would say I wouldn't get out of that rocking chair, except there's something else coming up that I'm not going to get out of. So.
Yes, we have a fireplace, so we go for all those
Fireplace.
chilies. You see that
It's a
hot
nice
tub
bed.
right over there?
Oh, there's
Right
a
over
hot tub
there.
right there. What?
What? Right
There it is.
there.
Root, root. There's me.
Oh my goodness.
And there's one outside as well. We'll
We
learn
have
how
a
to play pool.
We'll learn how to play pool,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Might as well.
And then there's this. Ta-da!
hot tub. It's a hot.
What? And this is our view
Tub.
from the hot tub, by the way.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And to answer your questions, are you driving? Yes, we are driving. Part of our future plans, part of the thing that we want to do as I get healthier, is we want to travel as much as possible and make as many memories as possible. And we love the fact that Brittany is 100% supporter of that, and she wants to send us to these places and document these things. So it's gonna be just like our cruise vlogs. So if you like our cruise vlogs, it's gonna be that, but at places, land places. So. Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff we've got planned and coming up. We cannot wait to do all this stuff, and it all starts with Gatlinburg.
We are so excited. We cannot thank you. I'm just going to put this up here again because it's awesome. Thank you so much to Brittany for doing this, for sponsoring this. We are beyond excited. I covered you up. I'm here. You can see me.
Hey, Brittany's back. Hey.
We are really, really, really excited. There are talks about Dollywood. I've been looking up some corn mazes because it's going to be fall, and we don't get to experience farm.
Oh, Billy Torres, thank you so much. What?
Yeah, starting at cabin snacks.
What?
Cabin snacks.
Cabin
That's a thing.
snacks. Hashtag cabin
snacks.
So Victoria Christine has a good question. What about RV travel? Toilets on board. You know what? I actually need that. But the thing is, we don't know anything about RVs. Not going to buy one. Certainly not going to fix one. Not going to pull one or trail one.
I'm scared.
So if there's an RV company out there who's like, we rent RVs and we'd love for you to just take it for the
They would
weekend.
love to see Sean's.
I would attempt that, but also Stephanie driving these things. It's got to be like those mini ones, that look like ice cream trucks. Maybe that would work. I don't know if those have bathrooms though. Oh, Angela,
Thank you so much,
Cabin
Angela.
snacks.
More cabin snacks. Love Gatlinburg. We're so excited.
We are super duper
Thank
excited.
you so much. Anthony, if you missed
flashing
it,
lights.
I will show it again because Thank you so much, Angela. Well, I gotta wait for the leaves because those are so cool. I have to have those going on. We are going to Gatlinburg, and we are staying in a cabin. I will roll that beautiful bean footage right now. Gatlinburg in the Smoky Mountains. The leaves are gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be cold.
Pion Forge.
That's very fancy.
Pion Forge.
Remember, this is our cabin.
This is our cabin.
It's all ours. Nobody else is there with us. It's just us.
I heard there's even landmines in the lawn. Like, get away!
Gonna sit on that porch and
Cannot
rock and hold our hands.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be so great.
It's gonna be
with
fantastic.
the fireplace. Oh, who's gonna watch
Fireplace?
TV? No,
Scary
no time to
face.
watch TV. Yeah. Heather says, me behind the wheel of an RV makes me nervous. That's what I'm saying. That's good television, but it might be scary. Ella, we are going at the end of October, the very last week of October. We'll be there.
Yep.
Oh, we are so excited.
Stef behind the wheel of an RV makes me a smidge nervous. I'm a lot more than a smidge nervous. I have to ride next to her.
Oh, we're so excited. And thank you, Brittany, again for sponsoring us and doing this. And
Love getting those emails from Brittany.
she has a whole bunch of stuff planned for us. We're really, really excited.
I love the fact that Brittany and people like travelers like us, everyone's pivoting. Right now I want to be in Japan more than anything, or Ireland or whatever. I can't get there. Edinburgh. Just saw like the most amazing Edinburgh video from Ben and
You
David.
need to watch it. It's so
awesome.
good.
Also
I
saw
need
one
to go
from
there.
Yeah, we all need to go there. Let's just all go to Edinburgh right now.
Let's go there.
But no, since we can't leave the country, the idea is to travel as much as we can because we don't know. I mean, I hate to use the word bucket list because that's a disgusting word, but in this reality, that's what it is. It's our bucket list. We just travel until I can't. So
Yes.
I don't know why that was funny.
Because you said it's disgusting.
It is disgusting. It's a stupid word. It's an overused term.
Rob, I so hope we see bears.
Will you
That would
broadcast
be
from the
like
log cabin?
Like adding
Absolutely.
the cherry on the top if we saw bears. I'd be
Burrs.
so happy.
Burrs.
Dave, thank you.
For whittling wood on the porch? Dang right.
I would do that because I'd probably cut my finger
Just
off.
sitting here whittling. I'm going to have to whittle my wife a finger. Yep.
That'd be so fun.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Are you doing Halloween in Gatlinburg? It sounds like it, or close to it.
Well, we'll be leaving the day before Halloween.
Day before, okay.
Which is good. So.
Good evening from your Pittsburgh, PA friends.
Thank
Larry
you so
Michelle.
much.
Oh, thank you, Lawrence,
Good
and Billy and Misty.
evening.
Woo woo.
Thank you so much, Apple Barn Cider Meal and General Store. Must go.
Yeah, everybody loves the
Pancake
pancakes. I know there's a war on pancakes up there, so we'll have to figure out the best,
can't wait.
the best
Thank you
pancakes.
so much, guys. So fun. It's in the did Emma ask a question? Where is it?
Yeah, I did not see it.
We didn't see your question, Emma.
Maybe she's blocked.
Where is that place? Explain it like I'm from the UK. You know, I was actually going to get a map and I forgot to put a map in there. It's in Tennessee, which is in the middle of the country. Well, sort of middle.
It is nowhere near the
Well,
middle of the country.
it's not on the coast. It's like a state in
My
from
lord,
the coast.
geography must have been a wonderful class for you.
But they have the Smoky Mountains are there, and it snows there, and so Nashville's in this. If you know Nashville, Tennessee, which I think you've been to, is in the center of Tennessee. Gatlinburg's on the edge towards the coast, and it's in the mountains, and it's really cold there, and yeah.
Anthony Simone wants to know how long is the drive from here to
I believe it's 10 hours.
10 hours. Cool. So
And it'll be a little
with my
longer.
bathroom
'cause the
breaks, it'll be
bathrooms-
like 40.
we're thinking about doing it in 2 days.
Splitting up the trip, yeah.
Because of the bathroom stops will be a lot. So we know that. So I know I thought you'd been to Tennessee. Emma said she's been to Tennessee. I thought she'd been to Nashville. Yeah. So, but we might stop in Georgia. If you follow Brittany on her page, she's been going to these amazing log cabin
I kind of want to stop
tree
in that
houses.
tree house in Georgia on the way up. That looked amazing.
You need to go and like her page so that you can see all of her photos. Her and her husband go to these crazy awesome places. I don't know where she finds
Kind
them.
of jelly.
But again, she can hook you up with some really cool locations that are off the beaten path. I'm laughing at Jessica because that's my quality Howard County public education.
Yeah. She swears she didn't grow up in a holler, but I think differently.
Howard County's not in West Virginia. That is in
It's
Baltimore.
all West Virginia to me.
It's not. It's not the same place at all. I think we're taking I-75. We'll take I-75 up through Atlanta, through
You go to the varsity.
yeah, Marietta, I think, is part of that whole thing. So yeah.
You see smiles. Whoa.
Thank you so much. This is a dance for you. This is a dance for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ah. Yes. Those tree houses, I'm telling you, if you need to like Brittney's page so that you can just see all of her tree houses, because she finds, I don't know, she's like
Yeah, I
these
definitely want to hang out in
really
the treehouse.
cute.
I
They
really
almost
do.
don't they look like they're made for fairies, like actual like pixie fairies? Yes. I think
sniff this real
Ella and
quick.
Allison would agree with me.
Just making sure what's in there. That's all.
They're cute and they're like pixie-ish. I love them. They're so like, I don't know how to describe them. That's how I describe them. Pixie, like you've gone to Disneyland. Like you visited Tinkerbell in her house.
Okay. Again, let me sniff this. What you got in there?
Anyway, it's gonna be really fun. We're really excited. So we'll be planning that in the next vlogs as they come up, and then we'll be announcing with you guys.
Yeah, on
and
top of
sharing
all the
with
work
you.
that we have. I mean, we have like just an ignorant amount of work to do as well. And my
what can you do?
laptop didn't come in, and I'm like fighting with the company making it, and like, oh my goodness gracious, I'm gonna be in serious trouble. I might be without a computer while we travel, which is no bueno.
It's gonna be really, really fun. We're hoping that it's all good, and whatever this new regimen that Sean's hopefully going to be on will be a lot less intense, and maybe we can enjoy ourselves more than what we're doing right now. You're enjoying right now. So
I'm enjoying 2-ply.
Charmin, we're keeping Charmin
If
in
they
business.
make 8-ply, basically like using a sweater, if you will. So I'm trying to make her not spit all over the little bit of computer equipment we have that's still working. We have a...
Thank you so much,
Super job.
Marianne.
Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you so much. What is Brittney's page name? It is Your Perfect Getaway by Brittney Watson. And look at her tree houses. They're so good. I love them. Let's see what else.
There's a lot of comments saying that in the middle of the country, people wearing masks are super lenient. Well, I think the world itself is getting tired of it. It's the same here.
We'll be very careful.
We were outside of a restaurant during pickup. I'm not going to say the name of the restaurant, not trying to do anything about that, but just hanging outside the restaurant doing curbside pickup, and literally hundreds of people coming out the door, not one of them taking a mask off, not one of them holding a mask, not one of them has a mask in sight. So it's just like, I'm glad my windows are closed.
Yeah, it's bad. Actually, I yelled at a lady at Walgreens today because she got in my bubble because it was a long
basically
story.
climbing on your back.
I yelled at her. I said, "You need to back off." I don't have a problem saying it to anybody, and they don't want to get in my.
Someone recommends a houseboat. I would totally love to do it, except Stephanie wants to move the houseboat.
I'm gonna drive it.
And on all the Airbnbs that we've found houseboats, they're just docked.
Do you know where they have houseboats that you can actually drive?
Where?
In Lake Tahoe, outside of Vegas.
Okay, I guess we're
Saying.
going to Lake Tahoe outside
And I
of
can
Vegas.
drive around the boat.
You're not driving anything.
Oh, I'm driving the boat.
Although I'm on so heavily medicated, I'd be a bad idea.
I
too.
am so driving the boat because that is so fun. I'm driving the boat, but we should go there. That would be fun.
How long are we staying? They said.
A few days we'll be
Just a
there.
couple days. Yep.
We're so excited. So get up there as fast as we can, and then we'll be driving back because we have to work and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll be taking all the work with us.
Yeah, well,
But that's
all we
just
do.
how it is.
Just like we did at the beach, we took the work with us, and it actually worked. It was impressive.
Allison, that makes sense. Vegas is really trying to not be the next hotspot. Either is the theme parks here, so they're very.
Yeah, if you think about how much Vegas has to do to get your business back, they're working really hard. I don't know if you're watching the actual Las Vegas commercials. They're putting a ton of money into these things, and they really, really, really want you back. And I follow every single hotel on the Strip on Instagram, and every single one of them is talking about cleanliness and safety and just their new procedures. Just like Orlando, that's a city that desperately needs your love. So if you can go to Vegas and you like Vegas, please give them your patronage.
We have to say a special thank you to Melissa for her $50 super chat.
What?
Thank you so much.
So much.
You know how many cabin snacks it's gonna make?
At least, we could do lemon sorbet up there too.
We're bringing the sorbet machine back to the whole kitchen.
That would be awesome.
Totally, we'll do it.
We got a plug in the back of our car.
It.
We could try to make sorbet in the car. I think I'm gonna do it.
How does it stay cold?
I don't care.
We can make sorbet by the time we get to the end of the road.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. But that would be fun
Lisa
to do.
Stadberg says, do you think cruising will start back up soon? That's the biggest question right now. What do you think about next month?
I don't know. I think it's a possibility. I think that the cruise lines have done all they can do to make it happen next month, but I think people ruin everything. And I think that there's going to be a lot of American families stranded on islands because they left tour groups or they did something else. And once that happens, it's just not going to be able to happen. Americans just don't listen to rules. They don't care about rules. So would I like it to happen next month? Yes. They have not canceled November's cruises. I think this is the closest that we've gotten to a month without the cruise lines canceling the itineraries. But we'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in it that it will start. I think, but like I said, I think the cruise lines have done their absolute best to prepare, and now it's just going to be up to see what happens with the actual ports opening and letting Americans go. Right now, Americans can't travel anywhere. Like, I don't think anybody wants us in their countries. Don't blame them. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see until next month.
I kind of agree with Heather Forrester. She is saying March or April for U.S. cruising, and
Yep.
I'm going to have to say I agree with that, which means the Sean and Steph group cruise kaput. But that's okay, because I would much love everyone to do the Sean and Steph vow renewal cruise instead.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, Billy, you're right. Ben and David have the best videos, and so does Emma Cruises on all of the latest cruise news. That's why we don't do it, because they are the best.
We're not interested in, we've got too much side work going on, too much to sit there and research and do proper news. I am not about to get involved in that. Ben, David, and Emma, you all can just do that until your heart's content. You do it well.
They are the experts.
They're doing fantastic.
They're great.
I also just don't want to get involved in saying something potentially wrong and having some idiot just go bananas on me. I just don't feel like that, you know?
We have enough stress as it is. We
Yeah.
don't need any more. But yeah. There's a houseboat in Tarpon Springs. Isn't that in
Except
Florida?
that's Tarpon Springs, and that's brackish water, and you might as well be like zooming around a Walmart floor. No thanks, I'm good. I'm good.
I will find a boat that I can drive.
Yeah,
That's
I'd like to
pretty.
sail in some water that you can actually see. The one thing I don't like, I grew up in Palm Harbor, right near Tarpon Springs. I'm well aware of brown brackish water. I hate it. Drives me crazy. You can't see anything. It's so unfortunate.
Yep. And yes, everyone's right. CDC, the MSC is helping. Yes, CDC is going. We'll see about their no sale order. It expires, I believe, at the end of this month, I think. And then MSC, yes, they are doing great in Europe. But Europeans are a lot more civil than Americans, and the cruise lines know that. The cruise lines know what Americans are like. They've seen them. They understand their behaviors. So, yes, kudos to all the European sailing, and we'll see what happens with
Let's be honest.
Here in the States.
Let's be brutally honest. The thought is, the new cruising is, if you decide to get off the ship, you must do a ship-based excursion. You can't just go walk around. You can't just go do your own thing, because if you do, they're not going to let you back on board, right? Imagine one American. It's only going to take one U.S. traveler to just, dig their heels in, put their pants down in their diapers, and just get all crazy and cranky. And that's all it's going to take. And, I hope somebody catches it on video, because it'll be the new pier runners thing.
Yeah.
How many people are going to get booted off the ship? Instead of people chasing the ship because they're late, they're just going to be denied service because they won't follow simple rules. There's also people saying they won't allow themselves to get their temperature checked. They won't wear a mask. Guys, these are private companies. These are not your public rights. This is a privately owned company. Even if they're publicly shared, they're still a private company. They're not government owned. It's not your God-given right to sail, right? So all these people saying that they won't wear masks or they won't participate, or they'll, the second that they get past someone, they'll take their mask off, which is what we see in the theme parks all the time. Super shady. You can't have that on a cruise ship. We're all sharing the same air. So I want everyone just to take like a big leap forward and become better humans so we can all cruise again.
Yeah. And yes, Heather's right. Americans are not known for following the rules. We're known for a lot of things, but one of them is breaking rules.
I think maybe if we told everybody to not wash their hands, screw that, I'm washing my hands. Maybe that's what we do.
Reverse psychology.
Maybe that's what Americans need.
Yes, it's going to be interesting in here in the States. And yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We're on this ride like you guys are. We hope it starts
Justin makes a great point. He says only in America would people pay thousands of dollars and break the rules just to make a point. It's like,
they come here to the parks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And
we have seen some ignorant stuff.
The video, like just to they're paying to get into the parks. You're paying for a full days of pass, and they probably are in a hotel, and they're causing a scene just to do it. So I know these ships are going to be unruly.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't want to be on a ship that has mutiny. No, thank you. Not really what I'm wanting right now in my life.
Or if we realize,
Or-
hey, there is mutiny, I'm the captain now. If I get a chance, I'm jumping in. Let's do this mosh pit. Justin
Bug
knows
says, I don't think
Justin
so.
knows what I'm talking about. He listens to the right kind of music for mosh pit. So
I
let's
don't
just
think
put it up
so.
on the PA and let's just get it done.
Bug has a problem with that. She says she's the captain.
I'll sail on a ship captained by Bug.
Bug's the captain of that ship. Yeah. So we don't know what's gonna happen with the cruising stuff, but we'll see.
Are we going to scream and stream? No, we don't yell at people. But no,
We don't do that because I feel like that's
don't.
just not right.
I believe that's like I believe in karma, and I can't afford any extra karma right now. So I feel like if I'm sitting there openly mocking somebody, whether they're right or wrong, it might come back to bite me. So
We don't make fun, but there will be a lot of people that do. And you're going to see this like row of like just families along the fence as the ship pulls away.
yeah, and Paul says consider the people who are getting drunk and just
It's going to be a mess.
refuse all the rules. Yeah, that's why that they're working so hard to pre-think all of this. You're not going to have the same kind of cruise ship that you had before. You're not going to have 50 people waiting at the bar. That's not going to be okay.
Nope.
So you're going to have to find a different way. Maybe there will be no bar service and you have to sit at a table and they will come serve you. I don't know.
I like that.
I love that too. They're kind of doing that in the buffet. You're not thank God you're not touching. I cannot tell you
MSC.
how many times I've been in a buffet and seen someone like touch their nose and then touch utensils or
They
drop
drop
utensils
and they pick
then
it
put
up
it right
and
back
stick
in
it
the
in.
food.
It's like,
And I'm like, well, those scrambled eggs I guess aren't for me. And then they stare at me like, how rude. How would you even talk to me? Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, I don't cool. Put your fist in the thing, man. It's the turkey dinner now. Your hand's right up the scrambled eggs. What's going on here? So yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for no more buffet self-serve. But who knows what's going to happen? How do you change that in Carnival where darn near everything is self-serve? Or at Disney, the drink station, the 24-hour drink station at Disney, that's self-serve. What do you do about stuff like that?
Yep. Oh, Scream and Stream is. We thought you were talking about Pier Runners.
Oh, was it something else?
It's the haunted drive thing that's coming to Orlando.
Oh no, I didn't know anything about that. Sorry, I thought you
Sean
meant are we
doesn't-
gonna make fun of people and stream it?
Sean doesn't like to do scary stuff. So we don't.
Let's back that
We
up.
don't like scary stuff.
Because people touch me. That's why.
true. I love
That's
scary
why.
stuff.
It's because every time I've been to Halloween Horror Nights, some dude decides to like get all up in me. It's like seriously. And I had some girl. Oh my gosh! The last time I was at Horror Nights, some girl planted her face in my back. I've never met this woman in my life. She's screaming and crying. My back is wet from snot and tears, and Lord only knows what else is excreting from her wicked forehead. And this is supposed to be fun. It's a conga line, so I got Freddy Krueger jumping out 100 times, and I see it before I even get anywhere near him. So when he finally comes out, I'm like, yo, can I get a hamburger, some fries? This ain't scary. Can I get a paper towel for whatever's happening on my back?
But it
No.
was the funniest thing.
Everybody's always touching me.
There was a scare-actor. It's what they're called at Halloween Horror Nights. They're called scare actors.
yeah.
They're called scare-actors. And we were
You're
in
really
a-
going to out me, aren't you? You're outing me.
Because this was the funniest thing. So if there is a fight or flight response that everybody has, a lot of people will flee. Sean's a fighter. I'm also a fighter. But on Halloween Horror Nights, we were in a room that was black strobe light. So if you've never been to a strobe light, it makes you feel like things are closer than they really are. And sometimes they are closer than they really are. So this scare actor actually took his hand and went like this to Sean. And I think he misjudged how far he was. And he actually hit Sean. And Sean went...
He chose poorly. He chose
He was on a
poorly.
ladder as well, which wasn't...
Oh, you heard it.
didn't bode
Dude went
well.
flying.
He did. He went...
Dude, you heard a giant thud and crash. I feel bad, but it's. I didn't see anything. I felt someone grab me, and I instantly went like this and like that. And then you heard. I'm like, yeah, that's your problem, buddy.
It was...
Next time, don't touch me.
It was very funny. The guy, nobody wouldn't get in trouble or anything because he really.
Why would I get in
didn't-
trouble?
He
He
did
touched
touch
me.
Sean, and they're not supposed to touch
Yeah,
you.
I ain't getting in trouble. I should have owned half of Universal. It should be Sean Land by now because it also happened again. The morons with the shovels who chased you with the shovels miscalculated and went straight into my shoe, and I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah,
What is
actually,
happening?
at Disney, the guys that if you've been to the Disney the Halloween thing, which is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, it's not scary at all. But they have a part where, if you look it up online, watch it on YouTube, where the Haunted Mansion dancers, the guys have shovels and they spin them around. They actually hit Sean with them. Like, I don't know what it is with Sean and characters. I think it's it. He didn't get hurt but they did hit him. I'm like, they're not supposed to hit you.
Yeah, when you see a zombie, like, sorry, bro.
And they make sparks on purpose the way they're doing it. But yeah, it's very funny. They're like, sorry. You're like, well, that was out of character.
Yeah, slightly out of character. Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro. So yeah, Sean has that. Yeah, I absolutely love scary stuff. My sister and I have been, when we were through college and as little kids, just love it.
And what happened to your sister?
It. So
now this doesn't put me in the same category. This is actually a jerk. But what happened to your sister?
Story. I know it's getting later. But yeah, my sister. We've always done Halloween, and there in Morgantown there is this fright thing they called Fright Farm, and she wanted to work it. And she's really good at her job. She tries to do really, really good at her job. She was a werewolf put into a graveyard scene with the fog and everything else. So she was very, very good at what she did. And there was a drunk frat boy that was going through all the frats from WVU go to Fright Farm.
I am not a frat guy.
And they punched her.
Yeah, and this was...
This guy was so scared that he actually punched. Now, Sean didn't punch anybody. He just was like, get away from me.
Nor was I scared.
This guy like punched her. She had a straight up black eye. So, which the funny part was that was bad. That shouldn't have happened.
Terrible.
He got kicked out. It was a really, really horrible thing. She didn't touch him. But they did lean into it. They made her, with her black eye, she was the pregnant, in West Virginia would be the pregnant redneck, and then she was never touched again because she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's a smart way to make sure nobody punches you. Make your character pregnant.
Make your character pregnant. So it was a very funny story. I love haunted stuff. Sean does not like haunted stuff.
Look, I've worked on so many horror movies, and like, just one example, I worked on Idle Hands. It was supposed to be really scary, and then they aired it against Waterboy, and Sony wanted it to be funny, so now it's neither. And all I did was watch just bloody, gory stuff for 9 months on my desk. You know, every single one of those shots that we did, just 9 months of just blood and guts. So it doesn't do anything for me. It's not my thing. I appreciate a good scare zone, but lately, up until COVID, it was a conga line in every single Halloween Horror Nights. You saw all the effects happen way before you get to them. No, there were no surprises, and I can't tell you how many people behind me. I just think it's hilarious. I would never bury my head in a stranger's back unless it was a legitimate threat in my life, like we're in a bank robbery or something, or a fire. Not in a haunted house. You know, I'm not gonna grab Stef and be like, oh, like, who are you? You know? I should have put UV paint over her face and had like some kind of weird Jackson Pollock thing on my back, sell it for a couple G's, you know? But no, I'm just not into, if you want to make a good haunted house, make it so where it's spaced out to where I can, you know. And I did all the really scary stuff. I don't know if y'all remember, what was it, the one in downtown Orlando? It was super crazy.
Yeah, Horror on Church Street.
Yeah, Terror on Church Street. That was insanely scary. That's right. And that made Horror Nights look like nothing.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. So we'll end it on that. Go for that. Emma's going to bed. We have to get back to work. So that's a really fun place to leave it with our Halloween stories.
What kitty is scared?
He's not scared.
No.
He's used to us.
Yeah.
Welcome to fall, everyone. Hope you have a great week coming up. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh my gosh,
we love you all. You all are, I'm telling you.
Bye, Emma. Have a good night.
Bye, Emma. I'm telling you, the second the lights go down and the feed goes off, I'll just be back to being sick and being like, oh, I just gotta push through it. But you all make me happy. Thank you. It's like seeing an extended family. You all are awesome humans. And we love you all. We love our Sean and Stef Cruise Buddies. Again, if you don't know anything about the Cruise Buddies, if you're on Facebook, please go to our group. I thought I had it loaded. I don't. I will load it right now. But please, please, please check it out. Oh yeah, so she's got, but that doesn't have the URL, so that does nothing for anybody. So you can keep pointing and laughing all you want. Booyah!
Right there it is.
So please go to Sean and Stef Cruise Buddies, where it's a great group. We've got lots of great people, and yeah. That's about it.
That's about it.
Thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We love you all so, so much. Truly, this is the greatest day of our week.
It really is.
We have so much work to do when this is over.
We have a lot of work to do, but I love this. I love Sundays. Thank you guys so much for your super chats.
Oh my gosh, thank you for your support.
All of our VIPs. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, to our VIP family, we love you.
Brittney Watson, you're a perfect getaway. Check out her page. Watch her tree houses. They're so amazing. Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we love you all.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday.
On tea time. All right.
Where maybe one of us will actually have tea this time.
Maybe. Depends how much work we have.
We love you all.
We love you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye.